Malo and the Moon Maiden, the captivating cirque-theatre production at the Cirk in Cresta, blends acrobatics, comedy and heartfelt storytelling. Joining us today is its star artist Daniel Buckland, who dazzles as Malo the Clown, and director at the Cirk Joanna Pawelczyk. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Now, the show is described as cirque-theatre, so can you explain to us exactly what that means?
So our company is the Cirk. So we are a contemporary cirque theatre and a training facility. We train people in the aerial arts. Mm-hmm. So we don't do traditional circus. You won't see any animals. We don't really delve too much into sort of juggling and that kind of thing. All our work happens in the air. We do work on other productions as well, but this is one of our first bigger productions where we have married the aerial arts with theatre, with singing and dancing and everything in one beautiful mix.
What is the show about?
Do you want to take it away on that one?
Yeah, so it is obviously directed by the brilliant Janice Honeyman, yes, who's got a storied history in South African theatre. And her unique brand of like fun, playful, audience interactive, mischievous comedy, and quite physically based, which is quite nice for me, is on show the whole time. And it follows, Joanna spoke about this circus being a contemporary circus, so no lions and tigers and all of that. It's moved into something more theatrical and more magical. But this, in a way, is a lens into the past, into the back in the days where there was a giant tent that would come Boswell Wilkie and station itself outside your city or town, and there'd be like an injection of magic into that town for a short time. And Janice lived through those days and wanted to create a little time portal into those circuses, humble circuses with grand visions who come into a town. And it's about a sad clown who is beaten up by Yato Craft. I get whipped a lot.
Yeah.
And what are some of the standout moments in the show? You were just saying you get whipped a lot. Let's hear what else.
That's a standout moment. So the ability to play lots, and that manifests a lot with the audience interaction. For me, coming from a theatre circus background, to see what the circus artists can do is constantly awe-inspiring. And I've been working with the Cirk for a while now. But every single time there is a new quality to the trick, a new amazing trick. Okay. So for me,
I do have a story about that.
Go
Well, so I'm the photographer always. So in every show, I'm in the audience. So I love all the little moments, like the gasps, the laughs, all those unexpected reactions. And there was one, it was actually opening night, where it was Claudia doing her pole act, and she really runs around the stage, and it just lifts super fast and high. And this person who was sitting right in front just started having palpitations. They were freaking out because they were just like, oh my gosh, she just flew into the air. And I love that moment. And I think that's what Daniel's also trying to say, of that wow factor just never ceases to wow.
Yeah. And what is the toughest part of blending physical stunts with emotional storytelling, and how do you manage that?
Well, you're the expert there.
I suppose it's a lot of people go, here's a bit of circus, here's a bit of story. Now we're taking a break from story to do circus, and a break from circus to do story. And what's beautiful about Janice's work and the Cirk's work is they try to and achieve basically taking the circus work and telling story with it, and using the things like the stakes that the performers are literally risking life and death, and there is magic, and they're defying gravity and finding beauty up in the air in the impossible areas, and use that to tell stories, to convey character, so that when things happen in the air, it's because the story needs those stakes. So that is the challenge of never just doing one, never just doing story or circus, but making them the same thing.
Yeah. Joanna, what are you hoping that audiences are going to take away from Malo and the Moon Maiden?
I mean, it's a really beautiful story, and I think it's just relatable to anybody of any age. The themes that go throughout, it's about believing in yourself. It's about being happy where you are, not always looking where the grass is greener on the other side, believing in your own strengths and your own personality shining through. And I think that's something that can relate to someone who's 8 years old or 70 years old. You know, I think we've all been through that at some point in our lives. And I think people will take that away. And also I think it'll be it's great. What we really want to achieve is that everyone just comes away with that feeling of like, I just went to the circus. Like I just went to that warm, fuzzy feeling that you get when you just experience something incredible and magical.
Yeah.
How long will the run be and where can we find tickets?
So we're on until the 15th of June. You can get tickets at our website, which is www.cirk, that's CIRK.coza. We've actually got a Friday special running for tickets, so that's a great one to get in on. We only have a few weeks left, so definitely worth getting those tickets right now. And we will also be at National Arts Festival this year. So if you're in the Makanda area, come see us there as well.
Wow, it's just so brilliant to know that this kind of magic is still happening. You know, the arts sometimes do suffer a little bit in terms of funding and people being interested in it. So thank you so much for coming to chat to us on Goeiemôre, Good Morning, Daniel Buckland and Joanna Pawelczyk.
Thank you. Thanks.
Onthou, jy kan jou besigheid op Goeiemôre Good Morning adverteer. Stuur net vir ons 'n e-pos na sales@creatorsway.co.za. Gaan volg ons ook op sosiale media. Al ons agter die skerms goedjies is daar. Ons sien julle môreoggend weer om 6:00 regstreeks op Via.